So Florida is a no-fault car wreck state. We've talked about that in other videos. One of the big issues with the fact that our no-fault law is in place, the PIP statute as they call it, is that Florida requires that you have a permanent injury before you can collect from the at-fault driver for pain and suffering, mental anguish, emotional distress, inconvenience, disability, loss of the capacity to enjoy life in the past and in the future. All those elements of damages that really make your case valuable. You cannot collect for those in Florida unless a doctor has diagnosed you with a permanent injury. So you, as a Florida plaintiff in a Florida car wreck case, are required to have a permanent injury diagnosis. Now, does that mean you have to be, you have to lose a limb or you have to be paralyzed, heaven forbid? No, it doesn't mean that. It means you have to be diagnosed with something that is going to cause symptoms for an indeterminate basis, a period of time for the rest of your life. It doesn't have to be constant symptoms. It just has to be something that's going to nag you forever, right? Usually that's a disc injury in our business or some kind of tear in a rotator cuff in your shoulder muscles. Those are the two of the most prevalent type permanent injuries that are diagnosed in these car wreck cases. But it can be a multitude of things. It could be an ankle tendon injury or a knee ligament injury that doesn't require necessarily surgery, but may down the road or may get worse with activity. That's still a permanent injury. It could be a scar that's on your skin that's not necessarily disfigurement, but it's a permanent scar on your skin. So it depends on the level of injury, the level of scarring, what it means, because a lot of people ask, well, if I end up with an injury that seems somewhat recovered during the pendency of my case, do I still have a case? Well, you do, as long as the doctor is willing to say that whatever you do have is permanent, even though it's not causing any functional deficits for you at the time. So that's the short answer to the question that's many times asked about what happens if I have a permanent injury after a car wreck, but it actually doesn't impair me from doing things, and I feel fine, but it's still there. As long as there's a doctor willing to say that whatever you have is permanent, regardless of your activity level, then you still have a case worthy of pursuit in Florida. If you have questions about this or any other personal injury topic, you can find us on the web at zarzaurlaw.com, or you can call us at 855-HIRE-JOE. Thank you.